The path for walking away. Picture this. You're standing in the silence of a decision. It's that familiar weighty stillness, the one that fills the air when something profound is about to change. You look back at the path you've walked, filled with moments, memories, and people that once felt irreplaceable. Every step leading up to this moment has been shaped by choices, by dreams, by love, and maybe even by sacrifice. And now, as you stand on this edge, there's one question that keeps echoing, louder than all the others. What if it's time to let go? But letting go isn't just a simple decision. It's a whisper that starts small, almost like a shadow, barely noticeable at first. It creeps in during quiet moments, reminding you that something has changed, that what once fit you perfectly now feels too tight, too worn, or maybe even completely foreign. You start to feel restless, weighed down by an invisible heaviness, carrying pieces of a story that might no longer be yours to tell. And yet, the thought of walking away feels like a betrayal of the life you've built. Walking away is daunting because it feels so final, like crossing a bridge that can never be recrossed, a door that locks behind you forever. But the path to walk away is not one of abandonment. It's a path of courage, of choosing to honor your own evolution, even when that means leaving behind parts of yourself. It's about asking yourself, if I stay, am I truly honoring who I am? Maybe you're in a relationship where love feels more like a memory than a present reality. Or you're tied to a job that no longer brings joy, where your soul feels caged, but you keep clinging because of promises you made to yourself years ago. Or maybe it's a dream you held onto for so long, it became part of your identity. But deep down, you know it's time to rewrite the story. Every moment you've spent in these places has given you something. Lessons, strength, laughter, and maybe even scars. But those lessons are complete, and holding on is no longer nurturing who you are becoming. Walking away, though, isn't a simple act of departure. It's an invitation to step fully into your own life, unencumbered, and ask, who am I when I choose to honor myself? This path demands that you look deeply at the attachments you've formed, the roles you've played, and even the dreams you've held. It asks for honesty, for self-respect, and for the belief that your journey is worth more than just comfort. It's about becoming the author of your own story, no longer confined by the chapters that others helped write. It might feel selfish to walk away, and guilt can wrap itself around you like chains, whispering that you owe it to others to stay. But here's a truth that most people never talk about. The people who love you, the ones who truly care, will want you to be happy, even if that means creating some distance. Walking away isn't about forgetting or disrespecting what was. It's about learning to love yourself enough to move toward what is meant to come next. Imagine a future where you're not burdened by what others expect of you, where you're free to explore new horizons, meet new people, and discover new passions. This future isn't far off. It's just a step away. But that step is the hardest one to take because it asks you to embrace uncertainty. What if you regret it? What if you end up alone? What if you miss the people and things you've left behind? These fears are natural. They're the echoes of a life that once felt secure, asking you to stay in the safe harbor you know. But safety isn't the same as fulfillment, and comfort isn't the same as happiness. In the end, walking away isn't about running from something. It's about walking toward the person you're meant to be. The only way to reach that version of yourself is by stepping off the well-worn path and finding a new one. And here's the beautiful part. Once you take that step, you realize that the unknown isn't as frightening as you once thought. It's filled with possibilities that you couldn't have imagined while holding on to what no longer fits. So, as we dive deeper today, I invite you to open your heart, to look inward, and to see that this isn't about leaving something behind. It's about giving yourself permission to grow, to honor your journey, and to trust that walking away can be the most loving choice of all. Number 1. Recognizing when it's time to let go. One of the hardest realizations in life is understanding when you've reached the end of a road. Often, people cling to relationships, jobs, or situations far beyond their expiry date, hoping that maybe, with just a little more patience, things will change. The irony is that while we spend so much time waiting for things outside of us to change, we often ignore the changes happening within us. The truth is, sometimes we outgrow situations and people. Not because they're bad, but because we've moved into a new phase of life where we need something different. Recognizing when it's time to let go requires a level of honesty that isn't always comfortable. We may find ourselves in relationships that feel more like habits than connections, or in jobs where passion has long been replaced by routine. This stagnation seeps into our lives in subtle ways, draining our energy and sense of purpose. It shows up as fatigue, as a reluctance to engage, or as a constant feeling of emptiness. It's like carrying a weight that grows heavier each day, pulling us down, making us feel smaller and less vibrant. Ask yourself, am I growing here, or am I shrinking? This is a powerful question because growth and fulfillment should feel expansive. They should make you feel more alive, more in tune with who you truly are. If the answer is that you're shrinking, feeling drained, uninspired, or even resentful, it's a sign that you may be ready to move on. Letting go doesn't mean that what you had was wrong or that it didn't serve a purpose. It means you're ready to create space for something new to blossom in your life. This recognition can be bittersweet because it's not just about leaving. It's about honoring what was and acknowledging its role in shaping who you are today. You can appreciate what was while still allowing yourself to move forward. Recognizing when it's time to let go is not about giving up. It's about giving yourself permission to seek out environments, relationships, and experiences that uplift and nourish you. It's about choosing yourself, understanding that your journey is about growth, and embracing the possibility that there is something better waiting on the other side. Number 2. Embracing the pain of letting go. Letting go is often painted as an empowering act, and it certainly is. But before empowerment comes a stage of vulnerability. A time where the loss feels raw and consuming. People often underestimate just how much grief can accompany letting go. It's not only about what you're walking away from. It's about letting go of the dreams, plans, and hopes that were tied to it. It's about acknowledging that the path you once thought you'd be on is now taking a different turn. And that isn't easy. In those moments of letting go, you may feel the sting of loneliness or the ache of what could have been. Memories, once a source of joy, may suddenly feel heavy, leaving you wondering if the journey was worth it. This pain is not a sign of weakness. It's a testament to how deeply you cared, to the energy you poured into something that once mattered. Allow yourself to feel this pain. Let it flow through you without judgment or guilt. It's a cleansing process, a way to honor the end of this chapter fully. Remember that pain, as difficult as it is, serves a purpose. It's here to help you confront parts of yourself that are often left unexamined. It asks you to slow down, to reflect, and to make peace with the past. And while it may feel like this pain is consuming you, it's actually shaping you, strengthening your heart and preparing you for the next chapter. Embracing this pain means trusting that you have the resilience to heal, that this experience is adding depth to your understanding of love, loss, and self-worth. Take comfort in knowing that pain is temporary, and what feels unbearable today will gradually transform. With each day, you'll grow lighter, clearer, and stronger. You'll come to realize that the pain of letting go is part of the journey toward freedom. It's a necessary release that allows you to shed old layers, to evolve, and to become the person you're meant to be. When you let yourself fully experience and honor this pain, you're giving yourself the gift of genuine healing, opening yourself up to a future filled with new beginnings. Number 3. Releasing the fear of uncertainty. When we walk away, we're not just leaving behind the past. We're stepping into an uncertain future. For many, this is the hardest part. The human mind craves certainty, seeking to know what's next and to ensure that everything will be okay. But the path of walking away is rarely predictable. It's like stepping out of a dark room into a dense fog. You can't see what's ahead, and that can be terrifying. This fear of the unknown often keeps us anchored in situations that no longer serve us, convincing us that the comfort of familiarity is safer than the possibilities that lie beyond. However, what if the unknown wasn't something to fear but something to embrace? Instead of imagining all the things that could go wrong, consider the things that could go right. By staying in situations that drain us, we close ourselves off to countless opportunities, relationships, and experiences that could be waiting just beyond the horizon. Letting go of the need for certainty is about making a shift from fear to curiosity, from control to openness. Imagine standing at the edge of a forest. You don't know what's on the other side, but you trust that with each step, the path will reveal itself. This trust doesn't mean you won't feel fear. It means you'll feel the fear and move forward anyway. Learning to release the need for certainty is about building faith in your ability to handle whatever comes next. It's about understanding that, even if the road ahead is challenging, you have the strength, resilience, and resourcefulness to navigate it. Uncertainty, as daunting as it seems, is a doorway to growth. It's where life's greatest transformations happen. When you let go of the need to control every outcome, you begin to see the world in a new light. You start to notice opportunities that were hidden before, paths you hadn't considered. The unknown becomes a canvas on which you can paint your future, a space where you have the freedom to create a life that feels true to you. In letting go of certainty, you're reclaiming your right to live life on your terms, to explore, to grow, and to be surprised by what's possible. This choice, while difficult, is incredibly powerful. It means you're no longer bound by fear. You're guided by the possibility of something greater. And in this space of uncertainty, you just might discover the most authentic, fulfilling version of yourself. Number 4. Building self-trust. When you decide to walk away, one of the most crucial things you must rely on is self-trust. Walking away is often met with doubt. By others, yes, but especially by yourself. That quiet voice in the back of your mind might whisper questions like, "Am I doing the right thing? Or what if I regret this?" Building self-trust is about choosing to believe that you know what's best for yourself, even when the path isn't clear, even when fear makes you second-guess yourself. It's about listening to your intuition and valuing your own judgment as much as you value the opinions of others. Think of self-trust as a muscle. Every time you make a choice that aligns with your true needs, you strengthen it. Every time you stand by your decision to walk away, you're reinforcing your ability to trust yourself. And just like building any other muscle, it takes time, patience, and sometimes, facing discomfort. When you honor your instincts and listen to what you truly want, you build an unshakable foundation within yourself. This doesn't mean you won't ever make mistakes. It means that, even in the face of mistakes, you trust yourself to find your way, to learn and to grow. As you walk this path, remind yourself that no one else can understand your journey as deeply as you do. You are the only one who knows what feels right or wrong, what aligns with your values and dreams, and what no longer fits in your life. Building self-trust is about quieting the noise of the outside world and tuning into your inner voice. It's choosing to believe that, no matter what comes next, you have the strength and the wisdom to navigate it. And over time, you'll find that this trust transforms into a kind of confidence that no external approval can give you. This self-trust becomes your anchor, guiding you through whatever storms may come. Number 5. Cultivating inner peace. Walking away is rarely a peaceful process initially. There may be storms of doubt, pain, and a sense of loss that accompany this journey. But one of the most rewarding aspects of choosing to walk away from what no longer serves you is the opportunity to cultivate inner peace. Think about it. When you're in a situation that doesn't align with your soul, you constantly feel torn, divided between what you want and what you're experiencing. This internal conflict disrupts your peace, creating tension and unrest. By walking away, you're giving yourself a chance to restore that peace. Cultivating inner peace is a deliberate act, a choice to prioritize your mental and emotional well-being over external expectations or the comfort of familiarity. It's about letting go of resentment, forgiving yourself and others, and choosing to release the burden of what you're leaving behind. This is not a one-time decision but a daily practice. It may look like setting boundaries to protect your peace, allowing yourself to take time to heal, and filling your life with things that bring you joy and calmness. As you cultivate this peace, you'll begin to notice something beautiful happening. You'll start feeling more centered, more grounded in who you are. You'll find that your happiness is no longer tied to external factors but comes from within. You become a person who values calmness over chaos, who no longer feels the need to fight battles that don't contribute to your growth. Inner peace isn't about living a life without challenges. It's about learning to navigate those challenges with grace and composure, knowing that you have the strength to handle whatever comes. This peace becomes a gift that you carry with you, reminding you of the courage it took to walk away and the strength it took to rebuild yourself. Number 6. Embracing personal growth. When you walk away, you're not just leaving something behind. You're creating space for something new. Embracing personal growth is about recognizing that walking away is an invitation for transformation. It's a doorway to becoming a stronger, wiser, and more compassionate version of yourself. This growth doesn't happen overnight, and it's often uncomfortable. But just like a seed that has to break through the earth to reach sunlight, you too have to push through discomfort to reach your fullest potential. Imagine you're a sculptor, and each experience in your life is a chisel, shaping you into a unique masterpiece. Walking away is one of the most powerful chisels, one that removes layers that no longer serve you, allowing your true self to emerge. Personal growth comes in many forms. It may mean developing new skills, forming healthier habits, or building a deeper understanding of your own values and desires. As you let go, you're able to step into new roles, explore new paths, and redefine what fulfillment looks like to you. Embracing personal growth also means becoming comfortable with change. When you walk away, you're stepping into a new chapter, one that is uncharted and unfamiliar. Growth means adapting to this new chapter, learning to find joy in the unknown, and realizing that every experience, even the painful ones, are there to teach you something valuable. You begin to see life as a journey of continuous learning and evolving, where every challenge is an opportunity for growth. And as you embrace this journey, you start to become someone who is unafraid of change, who welcomes transformation, and who sees each ending not as a loss but as a beginning of something far greater. Number 7. Finding strength in vulnerability. When you choose to walk away, you often find yourself exposed in a way that can feel overwhelming. Vulnerability surfaces because by walking away, you're admitting to yourself and others that something wasn't right for you, that you're embracing uncertainty, even if it means facing judgment, misunderstanding, or fear. But vulnerability is not a weakness. It's one of the most profound sources of strength you possess. To be vulnerable is to be honest, to allow yourself to be seen without the masks and shields you may have once worn. In this journey, vulnerability becomes your ally, your path to healing. Consider vulnerability like the opening of a wound, a tender place where emotions come alive in raw form. When you allow yourself to feel deeply, without numbing the pain or hiding from it, you begin to process experiences in a way that cleanses you. This doesn't mean wallowing in sorrow. It means recognizing that it's okay to feel the discomfort of letting go, that it's part of the healing journey. Being vulnerable allows you to acknowledge your fears, doubts, and hopes. All those layers that make you human. It's through vulnerability that you'll also connect with others on a more authentic level. People who have walked this path of letting go often feel a deep empathy and connection to others who are going through similar struggles. By allowing yourself to be open, you'll find strength in the shared experiences of those who have chosen to follow their own paths, to create lives that align with their true selves. Embracing vulnerability doesn't mean you're weak. It means you're courageous enough to let go of control, to be fully present with your emotions, and to let healing happen naturally. In this openness, you find resilience, and from this place of resilience, you can rebuild a stronger, truer self. Number 8. Reclaiming your personal power. Walking away is an act of reclaiming your personal power. For too long, we sometimes stay in situations that make us feel small or disempowered because we believe that our worth or happiness is dependent on them. Walking away is the realization that you, alone, are enough. It's a decision to stop giving your energy, your time, and your heart to something that isn't lifting you higher. Reclaiming your personal power is about taking ownership of your life and understanding that no external situation or relationship defines who you are. Think of personal power as an internal light, a source of energy that brightens as you align your actions with your true desires and values. Reclaiming this power requires a conscious choice to stop letting others dictate your happiness or self-worth. It means saying no to things that drain you and yes to things that inspire and fulfill you. This journey of reclaiming your power doesn't mean you won't face doubts or setbacks. It means that, despite these challenges, you choose to prioritize your well-being and growth over the fear of change. When you take back your personal power, you start to see yourself in a new light. You realize that you don't have to settle for situations that don't honor you, and you stop waiting for validation from others. You become the creator of your own happiness, the architect of your own destiny. Reclaiming your power means that you trust yourself to make decisions that honor your spirit, even if they're difficult, even if they mean walking away from everything you once knew. This power becomes your compass, guiding you toward a life where you feel free, alive, and authentically yourself. Number 9. Creating new boundaries. Walking away is not only about leaving but also about setting new boundaries that protect your newfound sense of self. Often, we let go of situations that drain us, only to find ourselves repeating the same patterns elsewhere. Boundaries are your safeguard against this. They are the lines that define what you will and will not accept in your life. Without clear boundaries, you risk falling back into situations that diminish your sense of worth or drain your energy. Creating boundaries starts with understanding your own needs, values, and limits. Ask yourself, what do I need to feel respected, valued, and happy? Setting boundaries is not about building walls but about establishing healthy limits that allow you to nurture your own well-being. Boundaries help you communicate to others, and yourself, what is and isn't acceptable. This might mean saying no to certain obligations, limiting your time with people who bring negativity, or taking breaks when you need them. New boundaries are also a reflection of your growth. They are a testament to the respect you have cultivated for yourself by walking away from what no longer served you. They reinforce your decision to prioritize yourself and your journey. Boundaries can be challenging to set, especially if you're used to people-pleasing or avoiding conflict, but they are essential for maintaining the inner peace and strength you've worked so hard to achieve. With each boundary you set, you're not only protecting your energy but also honoring the commitment you've made to yourself, to live a life that aligns with your values and aspirations. Number 10. Redefining success on your own terms. Society often has a way of defining success in narrow terms: career achievements, financial status, social connections. But part of the path of walking away is about letting go of these societal expectations and redefining success based on what genuinely fulfills you. Walking away allows you to look within, to ask yourself what success actually means for you, independent of external approval. It's about realizing that you don't have to measure your worth by someone else's yardstick. Redefining success is about aligning your goals and dreams with your inner values. It's about setting intentions that resonate with who you truly are, rather than what others expect of you. This might mean focusing on personal happiness over social recognition, or prioritizing relationships that bring you joy rather than those that add to your status. Success might mean inner peace, a balanced life, creative fulfillment, or simply the freedom to live according to your own terms. When you walk away from situations that don't serve you, you give yourself permission to redefine what success means in a way that feels authentic and satisfying. This process of redefinition also involves letting go of the need for perfection. It's about accepting that your journey is unique and that your achievements, big or small, are valuable because they reflect your true path. When you redefine success, you become free from the pressures of competition and comparison. You start to value the quality of your experiences, the depth of your relationships, and the joy of pursuing passions that make you feel alive. By embracing a new definition of success, you're claiming the right to create a life that resonates with your soul. You become empowered to live not by the expectations of society but by your own compass. This journey may lead you to unexpected places, to dreams that feel radically different from what you once envisioned. But this is the beauty of walking away. It's not just about leaving something behind. It's about stepping into a life that you have chosen, a life where success is defined by your own terms and inner fulfillment. In conclusion, as we draw this journey to a close, remember that walking away is not merely an act of leaving. It is a courageous step toward reclaiming your life. It's about understanding that sometimes the most profound growth happens when we let go of what holds us back. Each point we've discussed today, the courage to walk away, the journey of self-discovery, the embrace of vulnerability, these are not just ideas. They are essential components of a life well lived. They remind us that we are powerful creators of our own narratives, capable of transforming our lives in ways that resonate deeply with our true selves. Every choice to walk away opens a new door, leading to personal growth, healing, and the promise of a brighter future. Embrace the journey, trust in your strength, and know that every step you take away from what no longer serves you is a step toward a life filled with authenticity and joy. This path is not easy, but it is rich with possibility, and it leads you back to yourself. So, as we wrap up today's discussion, I invite you to reflect on your own journey. What will you choose to walk away from? What will you embrace as you redefine your path? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear about your experiences and insights. If you found value in this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Your support helps our community grow and reach more people who may need this message. And if you're new here, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Together, we can explore more paths of personal growth and empowerment. Thank you for joining me today, and until next time, keep walking your unique path with courage and grace.